What's up, everybody? Nostalgia Goggles for 3 back again with the second half. So far, it looks like the connection's a little bit better, so hopefully that will fix things for those of you who are having problems before. I do apologize for the inconvenience. And if you're on YouTube, well, welcome to video number 2, I suppose. Hopefully the first one recorded already, at least. Let's see. I'm going to do something I don't normally do and check my phone. I guess the cat's out of the bag that I know Spit's the greatest in real life. Apologies. Being rude and texting in front of all of you. I normally try not to do that. I also normally try not to play power forwards at point guard, but here we are. 1996 was a weird time. Silence. Home crowd just letting the tension build. Ace Hero. Moving images. Welcome back, Spit's the greatest. Get that out of there. Now, in case you missed it, that was Ed Pinckney's 45th and 46th point right there. We're up by about 20. Carlos Rogers is our point guard. We're live at the Orlando Arena in Orlando, Florida. Let's see what else. Ross and Rachel got back together. You saw him make 3 free throws. Oh, did you see him miss a dunk? I think you cursed him. It's the greatest. He only shot 2 free throws, so I'm impressed that you managed to see 3. Not favorably impressed, but impressed nonetheless. Whoa, Pinckney! No, come on, Ed. Pinckney, no. And he's on fire. I think slow connection speed was better for Pinckney. There he is. Funny he would score 50 when no one would see. Yeah. Well, it was funny when he had 44 at the half after you had said 45 or trade him. Ugh. Whoa. Easy. Let Ruffin take it down. And take the 3. No. Boy, we are not shooting well at all this half. I'm not sure why that wasn't a shooting foul. It's like Kim Jong-un scoring 18 holes in 1. Well, you know. Alright, so this lineup is not the best idea. I'm going to try a Tony Massenberg lineup here. We'll let Ruffin stay. Right in third. Yeah, we restarted at halftime. So in a sense, that's a little discouraging, actually, because it. You were still in the first, man. Because that does imply that it's not Twitch's end; it's something on my computer, and I'm not 100% sure how to troubleshoot that. Twitch, of course, has a whole team of people, and I am, at the risk of stating the obvious, a one-man show. 2-man show, counting Ed Pinckney. There we go. Wow, all alone, Lionel Simmons. One thing I didn't do tonight that normally I restart my computer right before I start, but I was, look at that D, that's right. Tonight I was reviewing the tape from last night's game to figure out lineups right before the game. Why are we, Ed? Every time down the court, Pinckney was dunking in the first half, but he was just throwing it down one after another. Looking like Shaq. I was looking like that. That defense would have made France proud. Also, you'll appreciate this bit's the greatest. So last night, I'll do the write-up when I get to it. I was only able to review the tape. But we outscored the Pistons in the fourth quarter, 52-15. That's actually our best quarter so far this season. It was 2 points better than the that third quarter against the Lakers, just in the fourth. Trevor Ruffin had 40 points, all in the fourth quarter. It's crazy. So that's when it went from being a good game to a record-breaking blowout. All right, Massenberg, take that in. Need to get you on the board. Take it in. Take it in. It's all yours. All right. That bucket, purchased for us by Tim Troy, humanitarian philanthropist. So with Pinckney scoring all your points, it doesn't seem that anyone else is getting any. I know that Ellis can dominate a game, but this seems particularly one-sided. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just thinking about that. Processing your comment. I think part of the problem is that when I'm player locked on shooting guard, those are perimeter players, so their passing attributes are a little bit better. When I try to pass with Pinckney, it's more likely that it gets picked off. And also, I'm down under the basket, so I'm drawing defenders in toward me. Whereas if I'm out at the perimeter and draw a double team, sometimes there's openings down below, whatnot. So I'm just spitballing here. I don't actually know the reason why. I hadn't given it a lot of thought before you brought it up. Well, that's also true. When I play as a shooting guard, I'm taking threes, and the AI can get a rebound. Some of it's just the style of play, too. Like that possession right there where we blocked the shot past to Pinckney, he outran everybody and dunked it. That was essentially the entire first half. That's what you missed. So there's a lot, our possession time is a lot lower. We have a lot less time to make things happen. Whereas if I'm looking for an open three, then, you know, we're getting set up and whatnot. Why did I pass out of a dunk? Because you got in my head. Trying to spread the love around. Second guessing myself. Also, I didn't think he was going to dunk. The way the defense was, I expected him to stop and take a silly jump shot. Oof, that was almost an over and back. Woo! You missed one of those earlier. It's the one I dedicated to Luke. I'll give you another bucket tonight. You, maybe that one. That was a nice spin dunk there. You put up with a lot in the first half. Probably didn't get to see your shot. Oh, you did see the bucket. Well, you can have another one anyway. It's the 13th day of Christmas. 13 360 dunks. One of the only things you saw. At least it was a good one. Field goal percentage coming back down to earth a bit. Still not bad. And here's trivia. Which trade at the 1993 NBA draft received the most attention? Ed Pinckney's free throws. Any guesses? It's the greatest. We'll give him a second. This is the first he's seen it. A rookie trade. Yep. You are correct, I think. Because I believe it is Chris Webber. Chris Webber. For Penny Hardaway. Penny Hardaway we're seeing this evening. Very controversial at the time. A lot of Orlando fans wanted a Twin Tower scenario with Webber and Shaq here. But then Penny, of course, ended up being all-star, major contributor to the Magic when they were title contenders. And I forgot to substitute. Gonna do that. All right. Dennis Scott giving us a chance. Thank you, Dennis Scott. Yeah, definitely. So, all right, let's see. So I think Murdoch doing a little bit better at the point. Which Murdoch lineup? Probably the Murray one. Jimmy King. Jimmy King, by the way, believe it or not, is leading our team in individual plus minus for the year. He's averaging almost 20 per game, which is really crazy. That means on average, we score 20 more points than our opponents when Jimmy King is on the court in any given game. Go figure. And Rogers. Murdoch, Murray, King, Pinckney, Rogers. That works. Oh. Shaq with the steal. Nice pass, thank you. We know how to play basketball. We understand ball movement. Nope. Murray did make a three-pointer on a very similar possession earlier this evening. Can be done. There we go. There's Jimmy King again. Next experiment is player locking on Tony. All right. I aim to please here at Nostalgia Goggles for 3. Sorry, these goggles digging into my ear for some reason tonight. I hope it's not the new headphones. That would be depressing. Murdoch for 3. Nice. Oh, that was the other thing you missed. Trevor Ruffin took an inadvertent half-court shot and made it in the second quarter. And then the very next possession, he almost took a full-court shot following a rebound. But I was able to pass out of that. What's really amazing to me is that we're up by, what, almost 40? And we really have not been shooting threes. Up by 34. Yeah, it's still there. You'll be able to see the highlights on YouTube. One of my goals for this week is to get caught up on YouTube. I haven't split the doubleheader video yet, which is a terrible reason to not put it up on YouTube, but the one I have. Nope. You had it, and then you lost it. Pinckney must be at 60 points. He must be at, like, 70 points. We'll find out. Actually, I'll fix the goggles, too. While we're at it. Ugh, that's better. There it is. Oh, that's much better. Player stats. 68. You're close. Start jacking threes. Get him to 100. .68 points. I believe that is a career high for him. Certainly a season high. Oh. Man. I didn't even see Brian Shaw there. Excellent defense on his part. Ugh. Just can't get on those loose balls. Not for lack of trying. All right. I'm going to see if anybody is rested enough. I was going to put Ruffin back in, but I don't think that's a good idea. Yeah, we'll stay with these guys. Oh, Jimmy King stuffing Shaquille O'Neal. And then I made him make a terrible pass. Wouldn't it be great if they came back and won? Great for them. This home crowd would love that. I gotta say, these respect to these home crowds. Last night, the Pistons game, you know, we won by 76 points. They stayed till the very end. You know, everybody was still there, still cheering, getting into it. So that's what you missed. That was most of the first half. Tickets are expensive. You stay till the end. Fair enough. Oh. Anthony Bowie, why? Man. Brutal. Gotta stay away from those short jumpers. Just are not falling. Some of it might be that he's fatigued. We are playing Pinckney the entire game. Get out. Oh. Get that back. Nope. All right, timeout. Putting Ellis back in. There we go. It was almost like I was player locked on him. Oh, get that out of there. Penny Hardaway. Traded for Chris Webber. Look at that field goal percentage difference. But that's the thing, right? It's not, this really shows the value of defense. It's not because we're, shooting the three this time. It's because we're forcing turnovers and then trying to pull the backboard down. Ellis. He might yet get to double digits. I think that's 9 for him. All right, come on. Nice. Oh. Just like we drew it up. For 3. No. Got cocky. I missed a dunk when I was on fire earlier. Wonder if the other team's scoring and shooting is somehow connected to mine. Played a bad team recently that scored more than 110 points. Of course, you scored like 170. Yeah, you're thinking of the Bucks game. I don't know, because the Pistons game last night we scored 155 and they only scored 79. Is that right? Something like that. Yeah, I think that's right. We won by 76. Seems interesting, the game where you're having a slow night, so is the other team. Well, I mean, some of that is just pace of play, right? And number of three-point shots. Like, I suspect that our score is low because we're not hitting threes. I mean, if you add, like, how many threes do we normally hit in the game? 20? 25? So you add 25 points to our score, and all of a sudden, this looks a lot like Detroit. Nice! Pushing Shaq out of bounds. That's what I like to see. Moving Shaquille O'Neal is obviously the most effective form of defense. That's what physics says. Carlos, you can take that. You earned it. Carlos Rogers, everybody. Yeah, so Detroit had 79 last night, so that's very similar. And that's that. There you go. Ed Pinckney, 78 points, 12 rebounds, double-double. Actually, now that I think about it, our field goal percentages have been pretty remarkably consistent throughout the game. We actually out-rebounded them. A lot of assists. More assists than I would have guessed. That's actually, I think, more than we get on a usual night. Still working on that triple-double. I don't know, man. I don't know if it's going to happen. Because if I'm getting steals, I'm not in position to get rebounds. Vice versa. I suppose I could try harder on the blocks, in the blocks department. But again, that might impact the rebounding. So, as you noted, no one else in double figures tonight. 68% shooting. Look at all those 100%s, though. The thing of beauty. Tracy. Come on, Tracy Murray. No good. Pinckney retains his free throw shooting crown. 5 offensive rebounds, 7 defensive rebounds. Of course, I think most of those offensive rebounds were shots he missed himself. But, can't have it all. 9 assists for Jimmy King. Penny Hardaway got his. What did Shaq have? 4 points for Shaquille O'Neal. So that is another feather in Ed Pinckney's cap. It's not a lot of shots for him, period. Who made their threes? Is that all? Just one for Bowie? Yeah, Shaq just non-entity in this game. I think John Koncak might have done more. Yeah, he did, at least on the offensive rebounding side of things. And defensive rebounding. Not as many blocks, though. Shaq's got that going for him. Or as many steals. Or as many fouls. There we go. Shot summary, so you can get a better sense of what you missed in the first quarter. Kind of a weird chart for us. Look at that. So much Pinckney. Simmons, Oliver Miller, 2. Oof. Murray, yeah. Stoudemire didn't take a shot. Tony Massenberg, 1 from the top of the key. Also had 1 from way out. Ruffin had a decent shooting game. Rogers. AC Earl still cold as ice. I can't remember when the last time he made a shot was. Oh wow, you can change the shot chart. Only 2-point versus 3-point though. Oh, you can break it down by quarter. Wow, I didn't even know you could do that. There you go. So this was the second quarter for you, and this was the first. Man, third quarter, look at that. Look at that difference. Dang. That's cool. I'm glad that my stick accidentally moved down on that one. We will save that game. Quick look at the standings. We're here. Orlando still doing pretty well in the season. 2 of those losses are to us. Got the league leaderboard. Murray needs a pep talk, yeah. He's had games like that before. He's our Harden. Maybe he doesn't need a pep talk. Maybe he needs a big beard. Yeah, it's true. Very streaky. Pinckney still in 5th place. Didn't move the needle very much in terms of his field goal percentage. And still top of the league in free throw percentage. Murray's needle didn't drop too far either, despite his horrendous shooting that game. Surprising no one. We're still not on the rebounds chart. And there goes Stoudemire. We haven't been playing him enough. He hasn't been getting enough blocks. Still up there for steals, though. As is Murdoch, the real-life steal percentage leader this season. Alright, that's that. So I appreciate you bearing with us this evening. I will do my best to try to figure out what is causing these technical difficulties, because I don't want you all to have a bad experience. That kind of defeats the whole purpose. But anyway, I hope that you will come back tomorrow night and that it will be more issue-free as we take on the Hawks. And then next Monday, we host the Charlotte Hornets. Thanks again. Have a great evening.